fake foreign exchange student is the ultimate hall pass. Tim Mollen's Lost Journal. Entry February 21st, 1986. Age 16. I've been late for my Regents chemistry class a lot lately. It's right after lunch, and I have trouble rousing myself from the tater-tot-induced food coma that slows my metabolism to that of a mole. And as a mole, I see no reason to get excited over Avogadro's number. The first few times I was late, I came up with plausible excuses, like, the water fountain in the freshman corridor was sublimating, or I was monitoring methane levels in the library bathroom. But our long-term substitute teacher, whom I'll call Mrs. Cocopelli, has been getting long-term enough to catch on to my act. Today I was running at least 20 minutes late because of a climactic triple overtime finish to the 6-period lunch paper football invitational. As I ran to the chemistry lab, my mind raced. I needed an unusually creative excuse this time. Inspiration struck when I spied a cardboard table set up near the school's front office where a few underclassmen were handing out, "Hello, my name is," stickers for a sports banquet. I grabbed a sticker and barreled on. I had a prop, but now I needed an actor. As I approached the science corridor, I saw one of my brother Dan's best friends, a likable senior named Al Zavar. Albie, as he is affectionately known, had the 3 characteristics this assignment required: a free period, a dry sense of humor, and an acute case of senioritis. I filled him in on my plan, wrote his new name on the sticker, and stuck it on his sweater. Together we burst into the chemistry lab. In a loud, officious voice, I said, "Excuse me for interrupting, Mrs. Cocopelli, but I'd like to introduce everyone to a foreign exchange student who is touring our school today. His name is Al Mendez, and he's from Uruguay." As we took 2 seats in the very back of the class, students craned their necks and stifled their laughs. Everyone recognized Albie, except our long-suffering teacher. As she returned to her lecture at the blackboard, I raised my hand. "Would you mind speaking slowly so that I can translate for Al?" So she went on with the lesson, stopping 2 or 3 times a sentence so that I could speak Spanish to Al. I'm doing only marginally better in Spanish than I am in chemistry, so this was a challenge. "Yo estoy el CO2, I told him. He looked at me with a blank expression and said, "Sí." "El agua está muy largo," I continued. "Sí, sí, sí," he said, his mouth hanging open and his head nodding furiously. By the end of class, I had to resort to a cyclical repetition of the only sizable chunk of Spanish I have committed to memory. So I did learn something today. When spoken in Spanish with an air of scientific authority and sprinkled with chemical jargon, the Lord's Prayer can, to an Anglo audience, sound like a complex explanation of the periodic table. "Padre nuestro, que estás en los cielos," con orgón.